Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel and to this series. Today we have race number, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I think. Race 5, does that sound right? Let's see, we have Daytona, Lime Rock, Mid-Ohio. Yeah, 5. 5 out of 9, I can count in single digits for sure. Race 5 out of 9 in the iRacing AI JKR Mazda Cup, I don't know what to call this, Road to the Top series. Yeah, so today we are at Road Atlanta. If you haven't seen the previous 4 races that I just mentioned, go back and check those out before you watch this. It'll kind of set the stage for where we are, how we got here, and kind of the things that are going on throughout this race. So, if you remember Road America, we had an incident at the end of the race. I won't ruin it. So we picked up a grid penalty here today at Road Atlanta. So we'll see how that impacts us as far as how we go about our race here. Yeah, so as always, if you enjoy this video, make sure you drop a like on this video and subscribe so you don't miss any of the action from this or any other videos I might post on this channel. So we have copped a grid penalty, so we are going to just not qualify essentially and wait for some people to put down laps, which will give me a chance to kind of set the scene and explain what's going on here today. Okay, so let's see. We are going to try to start around 15th to 20th is my goal. Obviously, that's easier said than done with how these qualifyings pop up. And as always, if I have any issues with my mic, if you know me well, I've been here before, you know that that's a regular thing. And there's not a whole lot I can do about it, unfortunately. So we got to make do with what we got. So I don't even know what to say. I usually have a little spiel here. I'm kind of off my game a little bit today. It's been a weird day, so just bear with me. But this is race number 5. This is Road Atlanta. We will be starting a little bit further back than we had previous races with 3 poles in the third, I believe, in the first 4 races. So, yeah, our main competition, Dale Jr., I expect him to be up towards the front, Nate as well, based on the performance in the last race. So on. This is a little bit of a draft track. I'm actually not familiar with this car here. A lot of these tracks I've raced, it was a long time ago, but I don't think I've ever raced a Mazda here. I've raced a Mustang here once on accident and won that one. Those of you that are in my Discord know the story of the accidental Mustang win. I've raced the Pontiac here a few times in various configurations and done well, so that part is not an issue. I don't really know exactly what to expect. Obviously, the long back straightaway is a great drafting opportunity to front stretch a little bit and down towards those double corners at the top there before this. A couple of heavy braking zones, a couple of technical bits. Good track. I enjoy this track. It's just not something I have, I guess, a ton of experience on. But of course, we did win Petit Le Mans 3 years ago now. Myself, Brian Long, Adam Meyer, Dylan. Who else was on that team? I think that was it. So that was good fun. Let's see. Yep, got everything. Everything appears to be working mostly correctly. All right. So we got some of these laps start coming in, and then we will be able to take our spot on the grid and see if we can move forward and recover some points that we're going to be dropping right at the start. Obviously, if we start, 10th even, and Dale Jr. is on the pole, we will automatically, as they run, be no longer the points leader, which is weird with how we ran the first 4 races of the season. So after this, we are officially going to be past the halfway mark, race 5 out of 9. So that's exciting. Still having some Formula 3 and other open wheel series rigging my phone off to try to get me in one of their cars for next year based on how we're performing here. So that's an interesting opportunity we can look at. Let's see, what else has been going on? Christopher J. Smith, I doubt he'll ever watch this as well, but a well-known Pontiac racer, good guy, fast guy. He's really been irritating me these last couple of weeks with the time trial that we're in the midst of battling for. Last week it was right about when, we'll go with that, that should be about 15th or so. Last week when we were battling it out, he put a lap in right at the end and grabbed some points. And then this week again, I was going to win the thing, packed it in, and then he put in another lap right to take some points away. So we're just got to work a little harder on that Pontiac time trial. All right, we are all set. Looks like everything is good to go as usual here. 20-minute race. I don't know exactly what the lap times are because I didn't run 1 minute 40. So probably about the same as what Mid Ohio was. There we got 13 laps or so at Mid Ohio, so probably be about the same here. Hopefully, though, with passing cars, it'll seem like it goes a little quicker than that race did. It seemed like a long race. I literally just got done doing some Pontiac practice 5 minutes ago, so everything should be warmed up, good to go. Although I'm going to probably be a little bit rusty here as far as this car goes. I've been running a lot of Pontiac practice lately to stay on top of my game there, not racing as much. Racing when I can, but obviously, you know, the seat time is everything, so we'll see how this turns out. I expect to move through some of these cars rather quickly, maybe the next 10 cars or so, but once we get up towards, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, it will get a little more difficult, especially if they spread out and we have to dilly-dally a little bit here behind some of these cars. So hopefully that's not the case. Hopefully everything goes well. Obviously, we're just going to learn the track as we go because I didn't run any laps in practice or queue, which is fine. I know the track well enough, but we'll just kind of guess with the brake markers and try not to run anybody over. And hopefully we don't need any resets. We haven't had a reset in this series in like 8 weeks, so hopefully we'll make a little better time of things here, and it'll go okay. I believe next up is Sebring Club, and then after Sebring Club is Summit Short, I believe, and then Watkins Glen Classic, so the NASCAR version without the bus stop, I believe. Don't quote me on that. It's one of the versions. And then Laguna Seca is the final race of the season. So some good tracks coming up. Should be a lot of fun. We spent some time over on the East Coast at Summit and Watkins. I'm trying to think of what I say was the next one. Oh, Sebring. So Sebring's down in Florida, so we're already towards there, being in Georgia, and then we end over on the West Coast in California. So, ready to rock and roll here. We got some work to do. Junior is on the pole like I predicted, so until we get up to about 3rd or 4th place, we are not going to be the points leader. So there was a little bit of a wrench in things, but of course with the mistake I made taking out a driver, I won't ruin it again last week for those of you that haven't watched it yet, but we're going to be starting back here towards the back of the pack. So, good grief. How that slow of a corner coming. Again, of course, we had a great start in some of these races. Hopefully we got another great start here and pick off a couple. Very nice. We're going early, so green is out. Field's all the way at the bottom of the hill already. Looks like Nate's going to get past Dale Jr. there. We have a nice run here. Actually, we're going to pick up a couple already. It looks like even 3 spots, 4 spots we're going to grab already immediately. So it's nice. Always nice to have a nice start and get a couple right off the bat. We're going to send one up here on the outside. Slot in line right there for tighter corner. This should be flat down the hill. Certainly some of the faster cars will be. Slight lift there just to avoid running this dude over. Back off early there to try to set up a run, but I did that terribly, so no run there. That was just poor on my part. Should have carried way more corner speed, but that's okay. See the field already spreading out. We're already a couple seconds, 4 or 5 seconds behind here, so. It's a great passing zone. So hopefully we can get the toe here and make a nice pass down into the chicane at the bottom of the hill. We did lose a little bit of time making that lunge, but I wasn't sure if we could complete that or not, but it should pay off once we get the next draft going. Going to be very hard to run down those front cars if they separate, though, that's for sure. Actually going to go left here if he's going to leave us the space. Alright, so job done. So first lap, we believe, 12th place, 11th place, so I think we're in 12th place. We picked up 6 spots that first lap. That's a great start. Great first lap. See how far behind we are here. Just see the leaders up there as they head to turn 1 right now, so 8 must have had a penalty for a jump start. That's a big development. I thought that it was cool that he got ahead, but it must be an iRacing thing that he had a black flag for that. It's weird that they had the AI do that, but thought about another move in there, couldn't make one. So we're actually up another spot yet. He had the bail out, so we're 11th place here. Let's be a little better through here this time. Try to keep that flat. Back up, get a little bit of a run. Hopefully will be enough to make this pass. He's going to protect hard to driver's right, though. We'll just pop out here and swing around him on the outside. You don't see that one very often. Down the first gear there. Get a nice exit, hopefully. Can kind of stay in the tow here a little bit. Looks like Junior's actually falling back to third there. Nate's still having issues, still in pit road, so I don't know how long his hold is or whatever, but it's a big development. He was running well in the points, obviously. Good run last time out at Road America, so a little bit of a defensive here from Hinkle up ahead. Might give us an opportunity here. Just slip this one up to the inside. Give him the space on the curb. Complete that one on the outside of the second portion. And we're up another spot to what should be P9 here, so doing decent progress so far. Still kind of attached on the train just enough. We're actually running pretty good lap times comparable to what other guys are running in Q, so it's always encouraging. See where we want to go here. We'll slip this one up. Risky. Not a lot of track there for us both to use. We'll try to hang this one out here, see if we can stay inside of him here, make him lift out. He does. Well executed there. A lot of curve there really upsets the car on bounds. The direction change, but we hung on to it okay. And we're now kind of in the point where they start battling up here a little bit for some of these positions. Looks like Junior just took another spot there. Sneak up the inside of Jay there, a little sneaky move as he had to lift for some of the traffic. And that's 7th place, so doing okay so far. Looks like Seabell might have gotten away a little bit. Jeff might have another look back on Junior. Hi, doggo. Hi, doggo. Puppy, puppy. I like the dog makes an appearance. It makes me feel better. Hi, doggo. Go upstairs. Another big dive here. We're actually going to be in really, really deep. A little bit of contact there. We have to give that spot back to Jason. We just bullied him out of the way. I was looking at the dog and stuff, so I'll let Jason go back through there. That was a mistake on my part, but luckily we didn't do any serious damage to the car. Much lighter contact this time. But we got, what, 2 cars there under braking and just a mistake by me, so. There we go. We'll sneak back up the right side of him here, try to out-drag him into this tighter corner. Not giving us any space there. We'll back out of that one. That was never going to end well if we forced it. Nowhere to go here. There we go. Try to do the same move we pulled earlier on the outside of here. Just about get it to work out, so that's 4th place. Feeling much better about the points now as well, so you can still see the leaders hanging in. We're about just about a third of the way through the race, so we don't have a draft at this moment in time, but that should be okay. Should still be able to catch up to them eventually here with some of the twisty bits. It's if you get single cars spread out and they can carry good speed for the twisty bits that you get in trouble. But just about get stopped in there, carry the speed, use all of the curb. Try not to drop a wheel this time. It didn't do us well at Road America. Off in the turn one really hard. We're trying to pinch this off to straighten up this line here. Use a lot of the racetrack there. Should be in good shape here. We'll get a nice clean run down here through the S's for a change. A big toe up here. Should be nice. Hopefully we can complete this pass. A little bit of a push there. Check this up just a little bit. Continue to push here because we're not going anywhere from this far back. Realistically, if he's going to go driver's right, we'll sneak over here. Try to get down the outside and outbrake him a little bit. Don't quite manage to get that one done. Get the spot on exit. We gave up a little bit of time. It's not going to be probably a purple lap this time. But battle for the lead is intensifying, and I'll suck right up on the back of him. So it actually was a purple lap for me there. Junior looked on the outside of Seabell in the turn one, and that little lift right there is going to put us right on their back bumper. So 4-car breakaway at the front, and we are now mixed in with the leaders. So it's been a successful drive. Took just about 5 laps, a little bit more to get up on the back of the front runners, but managed to drive from 18th to 3rd, plus 15 so far. Backed that one up, got a nice exit there. Gonna actually sneak the driver's left on Junior. Seabell gonna go to Sebring. So we'll see if that put Junior in a bad spot, but actually put me in a bad spot. This feels similar to Road America now. We kind of got the big train going on. Do have a nice run, of course, Seabell without any toe at all. Should be pretty much a sit duck here. Swing out here, make sure we can make this pass easily. Just about clear, maybe, question mark, yep. And done, nice and easy, nice and early. And there we go. So, about halfway through this race just passed, so yeah, probably 13 lap race would be my guess. We'll see how the time plays out. But we finally drew up to the lead, took 6 laps after the race. Use all the track there, carry a little more speed on center exit. Aim for the curb, use all of it. Bounce the car over. Like I said, at Mid-Ohio and wherever last week was North America, you can really bounce this car. It does actually react pretty well to direction changes and bumps and that type of stuff. So that's nice to see. Use all that curving there. Now that we have some space, we can use 3rd gear. I expect to really pull away. I feel like we have good pace, and now that we've broken that draft, we should hopefully be able to make some good lap times. So. Not the cleanest 2 corners there by me at the top of the hill, but it's good enough. It's fine. We'll use it to run down here. There's definitely a space there from 4th to 5th, Jeff to Jason, so that looks like it's pretty spread for those 2nd, 3rd, and 4th guys. Junior's attacking Seabell again. 2nd spot. Slide the car just about get through there now that we have some tire wear. See what this lap looks like now that we're in clean air. 38.73, so definitely faster than everybody else right now on the circuit. Junior has gotten through for 2nd place for because he has to finish 1 spot behind. That is the rule, apparently. Not as much curb that time, but enough. We're going to run out to the exit curb there. Really bouncing this car. It is actually quite a bit on the limit. You use a lot of curb here in various places, and it does really kind of beat you up, honestly. It's heavy curbing, and you have to use a lot of it to use the whole racetrack, so it does really kind of take a punishment on your wheel and on the car. But that's what they're designed to do, so. Nate, 40th place, right? He's going to drop way, way back in the points, probably outside the top 5, maybe even top 10. So really unfortunate. Whether it was a penalty or whatever happened to him. Really unfortunate. See Bell coming back at Dale Jr. again. Smoother through there that time, that was better. Of course, when we won Petite 4 years ago now, or 3 years ago, 2018. Now that I'm thinking about it, 38.40 there, nice lap. When we won Petite, it was in the C7 DP, the final, no, second to last year, the C7 DP was a thing. Now that car I loved, that, not Pontiac levels, but that was one of my favorite cars. It was so brutal. Took everything that was great about LMP2, the HPD, Acura, whatever it is, Honda thing. Took all that about the direction changes, not quite as good handling, obviously, and downforce, but and then exemplified the Riley DP that was in iRacing for a while here. The turtle car, as Matt Malone says. We're going to run a little bit wide there, no harm, no foul. Took everything that was great about that and just made it faster. I mean, more power, more aero capability, better direction changes. So I really think that era of the DP, that kind of second-gen DP there before the DPI, was really a great piece of equipment there. And obviously had a lot of success in the real world. And the iRacing version was fantastic. We had some great paints for it, so that was a fun time. Actually, I don't really miss that time in my life. It was a weird time in my life, but the sim racing success that we had with Speed with Attitude Motorsports and Adam and SWA and Alex Bell and Dylan and Kyle Charpentier and Joshua Banks, some of these guys, Brian Long, they're still on my channel, Yusuf Kali. I mean, we won everything for a little while. There was like a 12 to 18 month period, I would say, that we were really good at everything. I mean, we were great at oval. Alex won a couple of Road to Pro races in third and fourth split. That was really cool to get some good building for that. Brian was great on dirt. Adam was great on dirt. I was at the top of, well, what used to be the top. Now I'm probably a little bit better, honestly, the top of my Pontiac stardom, if you want to call it that. Won a lot of other road races as well, and various cars, the Jetta, the C7, the HPD, stuff like that. So we ran very, very well there in just about everything. And that was right when dirt road started well, and we really had a grasp on the rallycross cars early as well. So it was a lot of fun there for like a year or so that we ran really well in just about everything. I mean, even that was the most recent time I've driven cup cars. For those of you that ask me all the time about, Justin, why don't you race cup cars? It was actually like 3 years ago, the last time I semi-regularly ran cup cars, because that was the last time I enjoyed it. But yeah, that was a good time. Good times to back on that and all the success we had and how well we ran. A lot of great different tracks, a lot of different cars, and that was really cool. So back to this race, though, it looks like they closed up the top 8 or so. Top 8 or so are really in one big pack here, so Junior's still under some fire. Not out of the weeds yet. He might catch a couple of these cars and spare a couple of points, but I'm not sure. Of course, here we did spend a lot of time going through traffic. Yeah, we're only going to have 2 more laps instead of the 13 we got at Mid-Ohio, if I remember correctly. We're only going to have 12 here because of the time we spent back in traffic, slowing down a couple of seconds a lap for a while instead of just bolting away at the front like we did pretty much immediately at Mid-Ohio. So it's fine. Means we just have one more time to go through turn one after that one there. So Jeff is going to take the position there for Seabell, third spot. Missed that corner badly, but it'll help us down the hill here. Carrying a little less speed, so that pretty much solidifies Junior. He's going to break away just about outside that draft range for second place now. So a little more conservative through there, not using nearly as much curb. Apparently it was a lot more conservative. Seabell actually hung on there down through turn one from Jeff, so maintains third position. I don't think he'll catch any of those guys in 2 laps essentially. You have to be 5 seconds a lap faster. He may, but he's not going to catch Richard. He's 13 seconds behind Richard. He's not 7 seconds a lap faster, I don't think so. We'll see. Good grief. What a day. This has been a good race. We've run well. Passed a lot of cars. Only that one little mistake on passing. I believe it was Jason there. So late turn in. Front tires are definitely worn out from all the heartbreaking and passing and stuff we've had to do. I'll look forward to seeing what the front tires look like even after such a short race. But so yeah, we'll see how that plays out here. .40.085. We've definitely fallen off pace from where we were even just 4 laps ago, from the mid to high 38s. So a second and a half or so, or a little over a second, we've fallen off in just a couple laps here. When the front tires go, it seems like they go at the end of these races. So we'll have to keep that in mind if we're ever in a pinch with a battle that you gotta go, because the last 2-3 laps, 2-3 minutes, really are not good for performance for sure. So up the hill, final time over those rankedy curbs. A little bit of a gap between second, third, and fourth there, so don't expect any position changes from that. Nice easy turn in, all the way out to the curb. And cross that one back across, down the long straightaway for the final time. So, a little bit of a calamity mistake on my part last time out at Road America. But we will get back to where we were supposed to be at the head of the field today at Road Atlanta. Good way to end race number 5, assuming I don't bin it here in the final 2 corners. Nice and easy, conservative on the brake pedal. Easy turn in, cross there. And boom. There we go. So win number 4 on the season. We'll take another commanding drive, but of course I don't think it'll make up on Dale Jr. still because of his second place finish again here today. So frustrating as it is, we'll hang on. It looks like Nate might have a chance to go up and get Matt Holden there. He's only seconds behind with about 2/3 of the lap to go. Of course, a lot of that's going to be in the toe, so he's going to have to make a big move if he can, because they're already just about back to the straightaway. So I have no idea if we can go right here. Is there a wall there? I'm going to go this way, and we're going to see if we can catch some of the action here. See if we can watch here as they come down the straightaway. Nate has a big run on him. So free bonus coverage here today. Nate's going to take a look in the brake zone. Matt covers him off. Nate's going to have one more shot. It's not really a braking corner here, this last bend, but I'm sure he's not going to give up. He's going to try to make a move and can't do anything there. So Nate's going to end up 40th place and last. Drop a whole heap of points here today. So, wow. All right, we'll go out of here, wait for these results to go official. Just the one mistake there by me. Front tires, 94 on the left front tire, so I'm tired, I need to go to bed. Definitely some wear on there. All right, results are in, it looks like, so we are good to jump out of here. And donezo. So we'll do a nice quick recap. It looks like something just broke. Maybe the sim went down. I don't know. I'll look and make sure that everything is still popping in there. So yep, the results are a thing. We can view those right now. Junior finishes second. We ran the best lap by quite a hefty margin, over a second and a half there actually. So we should be 5 points ahead, and we are 18 points back to Christopher Bell, 24 to Greg West. Those of you that are big Nate Sounds fans, he dropped back to 10th, like I said, 52 points back. So definitely a mistake there. His first non-top 10 of the year, finishing 40th. So not so good, not so good. But we picked up another win. So we got 4 wins on the season now, 3 poles. Started obviously 18th there. Finished second at Road America. Started, I believe, third at Daytona. So that's where we're at. Next race, like I said, I believe is Sebring Club. Yep, that's correct. Sebring Club, Summit Short, both of which we've been to before in the spec season. Then Watkins Glen Classic, the NASCAR version without the bus stop. And then we wind up at Laguna Seca. So that's going to be all from me today. Thank you so much, everybody, for stopping by. If you enjoyed, make sure you drop a like on this video and subscribe so you don't miss any of the action moving forward. I hope you enjoyed this stream. It was a video. I always say stream, but it's a video. But it was definitely enjoyable to me. So if you enjoyed, I hope you come back next time. Till next time, though, bye.